guys? You tuned into another edition of Nay's Way. Thank you for tuning in. Boomerangs. Y'all know my boomerang things. Y'all know my boomerangs are here. I'm here. It's a beautiful day. Today is October, I think, 1st, right? Tuesday. In October, the sun is blessing us with a great day. And I love it because October's my month. I'm a Scorpio. Scorpio's in the building, represent. Drop them comments downstairs. You know what to do. Anyway, little walk and talk. That's what we're going to call this, walk and talk with Nay. This is a confession video. You gotta pardon the background noises and shit like that. Just give me a minute so I can get my audio. Somebody's conversation was in my thing. So back to this. We'll be walking talk with Nay. Today's confession or Q&A, question and answer. Some people say, how did you become gay? I didn't choose to be gay. Nah. This was not a choice for me. Because let me tell y'all something. All of my subs and people who support me who are straight, I already could tell. I feel the love from y'all that y'all don't judge nobody. You know, when a lot of people get it misconstrued, you cannot judge no one because I wear my sin on my sleeve. Homosexuality, right? The Bible says it's a sin. But there's tons of other sins people don't address. If you had sex before you was married, that's fornication. That's a sin in the Bible. If you cheated on your spouse, like all these people out here who go out there, male or female, you cheat on your spouse and you in a straight heterosexual relationship, that's adultery. Guess what? That's also a sin. If you have ever stolen in your entire life, it says, thou shalt not steal. That is a sin. So that's one of the reasons why it's so important that we don't judge each other. Because judge lest you be judged. So, I say that to say this. Excuse me, pardon me. I didn't choose this lifestyle because this is not an easy lifestyle to live. It's one where when I go outside my house every day, just because of what I'm wearing, right? I'm putting myself on Front Street. It takes a lot of courage just to even get dressed and come out and be who I really am. Because for years, I was afraid of rejection. First, number one, from my family. And then number two, it was society. Because I didn't want to be ostracized. It took a long time for me to accept who I was for myself, to get comfortable in my own skin, to not worry about what nobody thought of me. Because when I was worrying about what other people thought about me, I was very unhappy and I wasn't living my life the way I wasn't living my life for me, I was living it for other people. That's not what life is about. You don't live for other people, but you're going to miss out on so much because at the end of the day, it's not up to us to make someone else happy. That's not your responsibility. You can only make yourself happy. I had to peep something Will Smith was saying. He was saying something one time. I heard him talking about his relationship or his marriage. He was like, I learned if, people get it wrong, if your spouse cheats, right? You think it's their responsibility to fix it. You want them to make things right. You want to give revenge. You want to pay them back. You want to make them suffer. You want to make them pay. It's their responsibility to pay so that you can be happy again. It's their responsibility to go out there and try to make you happy until they've suffered enough and you feel like, okay, now I think you've brought me enough things to buy back my happiness. I think you've been miserable enough to make me feel better about myself to buy back my happiness. No, it's not your responsibility. Will Smith, he said it's your heart, your pain that you're enduring, your life. So guess what? It's your responsibility. If someone does something to you and it's not their job to fix what they did to you, it's your responsibility to fix what they did to you. Because if that person cheated on you with someone else, they're already doing what they have to do to make themselves happy. Now you're left to deal with what it's going to take to make you happy again. Don't wait on nobody to make you happy. We walking and we talking, right? I've developed patience. Dealing with a lot of people. We about to walk through. I'm in the hood. I told you, still in the urban, but people don't see this. I'm real. I'm not fake. I don't try to front or whatever. Like, we doing this vlog. I don't gotta front. Be who you are. Like, what you fronting for people for, right? So, who I am, when I stop worrying and caring about if I was making people happy with my sexuality, why does who somebody sleeping with concern? Like, this is a worldwide issue where the gay rights, the gay marriage vote was a huge debate that had to go to the Supreme Court because people were concerned about who people were taking to bed, who people were having sexual relations with. Other people had to make that decision for people who they was not even having sleeping with, not even having sex with. Nobody raped me. Nobody took advantage of me. I just was born this way. That's actually how I feel. I remember being in kindergarten and when I first started school, you know how kids get excited when they first start school. And I went to school and there was this girl in my class in kindergarten. I think her name was Sarah I. No, actually her name was Sarah, but she spelled it Sarai. And then there was Marjorie. That was my huge crush. And I remember coming back home and saying something like, I got a girlfriend. I got a girlfriend. My mother was like, you mean a girlfriend, right? Like, yeah, that's fine. That's cool. You can have a girlfriend. I was like, yeah, I need some lunch money for me and my girlfriend. We go on the school bus and my girlfriend, I pinched her butt or something. It was Tina. I pinched some girl's butt. I was getting all types of trouble in school for pinching girls' butts, for beating up boys who liked my girlfriend. Real crazy. Anyway, what did I know? I was a child. I wasn't like, saying, oh, ma, I got a boyfriend. Once I knew, she was like, what you mean you got a girlfriend? Something in my brain, she's like, yeah, I hope you ain't talking about you got a girlfriend, girl, but you know you're supposed to like boys, right? You're supposed to like boys. You ain't supposed to have no girlfriends. And I'm not blaming nobody for saying that because, again, if you live in your life by biblical principles, then that's fine. But I'm just saying, I'm talking about my personal experience. That's why I knew that I was born this way. I was from young. And then after I got in trouble for liking who I liked, naturally, I started lying and forcing myself to pretend that I liked boys because I didn't want to be different and I didn't want to stand out. Not knowing that later on, after I came out at 2021, I would spend the rest of my life standing out. Weird, right? But it's true. So, anyway, y'all, that was just something I just want to share with my experience. I mean, some people, I guess, I have heard stories of people who say they have turned gay, but that's just not my experience. Some people said they've been hurt. Some females, they've been hurt by too many men, or some men. Man, I don't really know about the male experience or why they turn gay or whatever. They call their lifestyles a down low. Those men who have wives and are dibbling dabbling in the chocolate syrup or in the white chocolate behind their wives' backs or their girlfriend's back. Don't get it twisted. They be the toughest mofos walking around, mugging and thugging. but they secretly loving a male. So don't think it's just in the female community. It's all types of people who are still scared and rejecting themselves. So I'm here to stand up. Don't reject yourself. Don't ruin somebody else's life because you're scared to be who you are. You understand what I'm saying? That's not right. We're gonna end it here because I don't want to get too deep and get too dull, and after a while y'all be like, it's too much for my head and my brain. But I do thank y'all for tuning in again on another episode of Nays Way, baby. Yeah. See what I did there? I changed it up. Did a little swag with it. My boomerangs, you know what I'm doing right now? Taking what I love, sending it right back to you. Don't let nobody get in your way. Don't let nobody stand in the way of your greatness. There's going to be obstacles along the way. There's going to be people on the sidelines trying to stop you. Don't let them do it. Because only you can stop you. So, hit that like, hit that subscribe, drop me a comment if you felt me, if you was vibing. I hope you enjoying this beautiful weather that the great Lord Jehovah has blessed us with today, our God above. And hopefully you tune in next time and we can talk again, because this talk and walk was very therapeutic for me, and I hope it was for you too. Thank you. Make it do what it do, y'all. Let's get to this 1,000 subs. Let's take it up. Let's take it to the top. If you with me, I'm with you. Peace and love.